Our goal with these product reviews is to help you navigate the massive jungle of all the competing products out in the motorcycle clothing market and present you with the ones we genuinely feel are the best at what they do. And we have a real cracker for you here. This is the Merlin Perton jacket, new for autumn winter 2019. And this jacket wants for nothing. It comes in at a fantastic price point from an established and very successful brand. And it really does have the finest materials in it. It will work all year and it's just a wonderfully put together, well presented item. So coming in at $249.99, this is a competitive price point for a double A rated jacket. So A is the standard rating for urban stuff. AA is something that you rarely see, and this is what we have here with the Perton. So this is available right now in stock at Urban Rider. Obviously, this is a shortcut riding jacket. Stay tuned if you want to see more jackets from this new Merlin lineup with similarly wonderful spec if you want something slightly longer for coverage in the colder riding seasons. But for anyone who wants a shortcut jacket, who wants something that can work all year in all conditions with the very best armour, with the very best materials, then this is going to be much to your liking, we feel. So the Perton jacket fundamentally uses a Halley Stevensons cotton on the outer. Halley Stevensons are one of the most renowned and respected wax cotton manufacturers, but they have developed a brand new fabric called Cotec, which is what we have on the outside. This mimics the look and feel of wax cotton, which is something that's eternally popular in terms of the way it looks and feels. However, the downsides to it are that it is not the strongest material out there, and that because of the wax coating on the outer, it can be a little bit viscous sometimes to touch, and this isn't to everybody's taste. The Cotec feels and looks just like this wax cotton that we've seen before. However, it does away with that greasy outer that the previous versions of Merlin's and other brands' jackets tended to have. So this basically interweaves a polyester fabric with a cotton outer to create something that is every bit as strong and in evidence of the fact this is AA rated, in fact stronger than traditional wax cotton, but it still has that wonderful look and feel. Relative to the performance of it, it's also lighter weight with this polyester blend. So this is an 8 ounce of the outer jacket. So 8 ounce is something we typically see in the lighter spring summer wax cotton gear. Traditionally, the fall season or winter stuff tends to be more 12 or 10 ounce at best. So 8 ounce is nice and lightweight, yet it gives you all the same features in terms of weatherproofing and in terms of that durability that you'd want from something you can use for many, many years. So first of all, that's a great starting point on the outer. This is then backed up by Risa's active waterproof and breathable membrane. This is waterproof to 10,000 mil and breathable to 15,000. These are both stats that are not too far off what you get with a Gore-Tex membrane. So this is really right up there with one of the better membranes we see in any of the gear that we offer. So you have this primary layer, which is going to be water resistant, and it's going to keep you dry in most rain conditions. But for extended long wet rides, you've got that active Risa membrane beneath it, keeping you waterproof on the inside of that. Then underneath, we also have a removable thermal liner, which is an Outlast liner, which is a really high quality brand of thermal insulation, despite not being overly thick in its own right and therefore not adding too much bulk to the overall feel of the jacket. This is very, very effective. Outlast was developed in conjunction with NASA, so you have some real space age tech in there. And it's also designed to help thermal regulation. So actually, even in warmer weather with the lining in, it lets the warm air out, whereas it needs to trap it and does so in the colder weather too. So that's really good. They also have incorporated D3O's more recent armor. So this is the LP1 protectors, and this is the D3O molded armor that basically has the holes punched through it to add lightness and breathability. And that's level 1 C approved stuff that you get in the shoulders and elbows that can be removed if you want it to, and you also have the option to upgrade and include a back protector if you want full coverage of the protection. There's lots of other nice little features to it, such as the fact that you can join a one-piece trouser up to the back via the connection zipper, and there's also a belt loop as an alternative, so you can simply wrap that around your belt to create a one-piece connection point between the jacket and whatever jeans you happen to be wearing and preventing any exposure to the back. Talking of which, you do have a drop back, which I love on these shortcut jackets. It prevents any exposed areas and an arse crack being on show, which is not something anybody wants. And it's just a nice detail and style point, I feel, as well. There's lots of adjustability to this, and the fit and the tailoring is really nice too. So Merlin generally fits a little bit large. That seems to be the case here. So I'm normally closer to the large size in most of our jackets, whereas here, definitely a medium. No need at all to go up to the large. So I'm 6'2" with a 42-inch chest or just under, and the medium fits me absolutely fine. Even with the jumper on, there's still enough room in there. So this is going to be about a size bigger than most of our other jackets. So you do need to check the size guide over at urbanrider.co.uk, but it is consistent with previous versions from the Merlin collections. You also have Merlin branding, which is really nicely integrated into this jacket. In the past, we saw Merlin with just logos everywhere, whereas now we simply have it engraved into these lovely sort of aged effect snappers on the front and on the pockets, and one single contrast fabric embroidered patch on the left sleeve, and then just subtly tailored in onto the back of the collar with the stitching there as well. There's also piping, as you'll notice, around the cuffs and the collars for extra comfort. You've got this zipper on the cuffs, so it's easy to get them on with a nice thin gusset piece behind it. That's a good point as well, because quite often you get a really thick piece for the gusset and it just adds too much bulk to the cuff, and I don't like it. You've also got a couple of different snapper points there. You also have a bicep adjustment to bring it in depending on how large your guns are, which is a great feature. You've also got storage pockets on the flaps here with the overlay section, so that's going to keep the water out, obviously, with this overlay section. And you have this vent pocket above it as well, great for use in the warmer parts of the year. So there's just lots of nice features going on. I really love the detail styling of this. So we have this quilted section on the shoulders, but not on the elbows, and it's not rounded, it's slightly more angular. I just think that gives a good balance between retro and modern without really being too much one or the other, which I think is going to appeal to most people. As we open the jacket up and go down inside, you're going to see that you've got this overlay zip with a Velcro as well, just to get a really nice tailored front fit to that zip. So it's not going to ripple, it's not going to bunch up, and it's not going to let air or water through. So you've got a double overlay flap there, central YKK brass zipper, and all the zips are YKK, so good quality. You have a storage pocket with this vertically accessed YKK zip on the inside, and that's on the main body of the jacket. You can see the liner here, the Outlast liner, with another pocket horizontally accessed there, but not secure by way of a popper, but more a Velcro. And you've got a single zipper which runs all the way around the perimeter of this jacket, and you can very easily therefore extract the inner liner if you want to. So really, this is a jacket then I feel has absolutely every box ticked if you want a shortcut all season riding jacket. I can't think of anything it lacks. Do let us know if you have any other thoughts on that in the section below. So the Merlin Perton, we feel, is a real 10 out of 10 jacket. It's fitted with absolutely the best materials, executed wonderfully, and we think this price point of $249.99 is very competitive too. So stay tuned for more video reviews of this brand new Merlin range. There's some other cracking jackets if you're interested in what we have here with the Perton. There's other jackets coming in shortly, and subscribe to our channel to be the first to find out about the world's finest riding gear. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon. Goodbye.